Harry, I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Okay, depending when I'm editing. Okay, Mel. Kim Kardashian is furious over the Sussexes photo consent issues. I doubt it. I don't think so. All right. There's one I responded to. Okay, so this is where I am, where I responded. For what it's worth, I think the real story is a mix, and it seems TMZ and the Daily Mail has bits of the real story. The organizers of the party asked all guests for consent for sharing or posting pictures, not Kris or Kim themselves. Harry and Meghan said no. But Kris and Kim posted pics innocently, and Harry and Meghan asked for them to be taken down due to remembrance. I don't think Harry and Meghan were upset at all, and I don't think Kim or Kris were upset at all. TMZ has written 2 pieces saying essentially Harry and Meghan didn't mind their photos being out there, but did ask for them to be taken down out of respect for remembrance. But because friends and family were present, Kris did not ask anyone to sign consent, which I think is where the confusion comes from. It was the company who organized the party, not the Kardashian Jenner clan themselves, that asked for consent. TMZ is the only tabloid I believe has any credibility. The rest are BS. I agree with her. This is my response here. I agree with you. I don't think the parties involved are upset. The parties meaning Harry, Meghan, Kris, and Kim. Alright, but mutual understanding. Then Royal Rat insert their usual BS and create their usual chaos. TMZ has to tell the truth because they can held liable for false claim. Unlike the British media in the UK, the court process is impossible for victims. Just saying. Alright. There's my response here. When was the last time a Kardashian party got this much media coverage? And it was Kris' birthday, but the picture everyone is sharing is this one. I'm not saying Kim is the mastermind behind the leaks, but the family superpower is getting attention and turned into money. If true, then why ask your guests for approval if you're not going to honor their wishes? It's 2 different things here. They hire, okay, from what I'm seeing, allegedly, okay? Kris Jenner hired a company to organize the party for her. She probably gave consent here. You could do this. This is the food here. The decoration could look like this or whatever. But the consent, because it's going to be high profile, for the organizer, they ask question. Okay, or probably a questionnaire. Do you want your image to be posted? Knowing how Harry and Meghan are, they asked them. And they said they don't want their pictures. So Kris and Kim, on the other hand, when they realized, they were having fun. This is why they hire a company to take care of the party for them. So they don't have to be doing all the knit and gritting in the background. They wanted to enjoy the moment with the guests. Okay, this is what rich people do when they have money. They hire someone to organize the party for them. So they don't have to do everything and then leave their guests stranded. So they have to mingle with the guests. So when they're taking pictures with the guests, they post it. They are on social media. So later on, probably the organizers said, look, Harry and Meghan said, I'm just guessing this part here. This is my insertion here. They probably saw pictures from Kris and Kim have Harry and Meghan and then when they look at their list, Harry and Meghan said no, they don't want their pictures. So they probably went to Kris and Kim and said, look, they did not consent it, so you're gonna have to remove it for lawsuit purposes. And I don't think Harry and Meghan will be suing them for that because I'm just saying. Okay, because their kids were not there. Alright, I don't believe a thing the male writes. I actually like Kim's dress for a change. Anything coming from the male is a lie. Could we let this go? Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so there's that. Derangers. Harry and Meghan were snubbed by the Kardashian. They erased their photos from their Instagram. The truth? There was a forum guest, Phil, asking if they wanted their photos to be shared. The Sussexes chose no. I love how truth always come out. Alright, several guests chose not to share photos, but once again, their Sussex obsession singled them out at an event they weren't even focused of. It's insane how every little thing is amplified and distorted. As I'm reading the thing that crossed my mind, it's on Pt3, is JTB review of the party. It's like who's who at the party. To, you know, business talk. Even though it's a party, this is where you have people in high places who's doing different things in different industries. So it was like similar to a gala to talk business kind of thing. You saw there's one picture where Harry was taking, or either putting or taking something on his jacket. So probably sharing information with people where they could collaborate at some point. Okay, their derangeredness is infinite. There's that, there's this, explanation. I would want to be near Cardi's either. I don't know. The Kardashian, they might have some faults here and there. I mean, you cannot ignore everybody. Even though there's some stuff I said on Pt3, I was just talking in general. Where in Hollywood, you have people that's probably agents doing things where they could blackmail you. I don't know who's who, but Meghan have been in Hollywood quite some time, and she knows how to navigate these people. What to do and what to say around these people. Okay, so there's that. The Derangers literally out here claiming Harry and Meghan gate crashed that party, then got snubbed by Kris Jenner. They then forced Kris Jenner to take a picture with them and force her to post it. What the hell? These are deranged talk here. They then got snubbed when she took it down. Accordingly, they believe this all makes sense. These people are crazy. Man, I just can't with those people. There's the rolling eye. They are all beyond help. Yeah. Let's block this. Stupid responses like this. Who's forcing them? Derangers are just extremely low IQ people. There's the rolling eye. How do you get snubbed by the lady that invite you and willingly took pics with you? There's the thinking face here. Make it make sense. Yet the Kardashians still couldn't resist posting those photos with Harry and Meghan. Sure, they took them down after the fact. Cloud chasers don't ever change, just saying. There's that. Okay, doesn't want photos showed at that party, but doesn't mind photos of other parties or even. Okay, whatever. People are just talking their BS. The best response to this is the review of JTB. Go on Pt3, or if JTB has a YouTube channel, go watch his review. Or if you want TikTok, go watch his review. He did a great review of the party, and it makes complete sense to me. Next tweet. War Insider. The Sussexes attend at Kris Jenner's party was unconscionable. Did I put it twice? Okay. I felt like I read it again. Is that the one where I responded to? No. If you Google Kris Jenner's birthday party, the only stories you will see popped up are about the Sussexes. I kid you not. This storyline has been going on for almost a week, and it just shows the sad and sorry state of people that is the biggest breaking news since sliced bread that one famous and rich couple hung out with another famous and rich people. Harry and Meghan, not shade to them, were not the most influential or wealthy people in attendance, and yet the only people that are still talked about a week out is them. Alright, the Derangers. Okay. The event, okay, is it the event? Okay, the event, bigger funny things is Harry and Meghan probably do get invited and go to tons of dinner parties or parties at people's houses, and just no one knows because they aren't pop pictures or inside pictures leaking to the media. Meghan says she met Jay Shetty and his wife at a dinner party. Let's pause this. Oh, please. You know, that's why when I was talking about the party in one of my videos on Pt3, where I spoke about what Ellen DeGeneres renewal, vow renewal. They were there. We will never know. Harry and Meghan were there. We will never know they were there. If where was I don't know who posted that picture. Yep, they are vital. And this is what William is jealous about. I said it in one of the videos on Pt3, because for William to be next to high profile people, people who already did the hard work to make it on top, okay, where you could know them just by their first name, this is what William wants. But he's jealous of Harry and Meghan, who's hanging out with high profile people. He has to call them. He's so robotic. And anyway, let me not get into that. Yeah, they are vital. It must be unconscionable to advertise that you have Hollywood stars at a Christmas event then. I'm surprised that royalists haven't kicked off about the inclusion of all faith and none yet. Most of her friends are averse to inclusivity. Let's see here. The service, which will be a mixture of traditional and modern elements to include people of all faith and none, will be held in Westminster Abbey on 5 December. The other ones are just pretending. This is for the public. Their behavior speaks louder than all of these things. This is the ritual of whatever the royal family do, to pretend. But one who was in their family, they show you who they are. Okay, I'm not even going to talk about her thing. The hate campaign pays their bills. Unfortunately, it won't stop. I live for the day these clowns start getting sued for the BS they circulate. Unconscionable, there's the laugh here. Willie, royal insider in chief, has solely lost it. There are many things that can be described as unconscionable. A couple attending a birthday party for a couple of hours in the evening is not one of them. How is this more unconscionable than participating in events with underage girls on Epstein Island? That is true. Next tweet. I don't want to get to the Epstein thing. I have 3 more. Alright, where is the uproar? So this is Us magazine. Lady Frederick Windsor says royal family's life is a form of torture, calls their fame total hell. I could understand that, but who is she? Lady Frederick Windsor. Let me look it up. This is the first time I'm hearing about her name. Okay, so this is what I type on Google. Who is Lady Frederick Windsor? Lady Frederick Windsor is the title for Sophie Wilkerman, a British actress married to Lord Frederick Windsor, who is the son of Prince Michael of Kent. She is also known for her advocacy against excessive screen time for children, a position she has taken further by withdrawing her own children from school to protest the use of iPad. What? Okay, so that's the thing here. You could, that was out of nowhere. She took her kids out of school because they're using iPad. I could see the eyes messing people's eyes, the screen messing people's eyes, but I don't know. She's not biracial. She's white, so crickets from the UK racist smell. That is true. Okay, how come no other mainstream media have taken this up? They keep dragging out photos of Harry in national uniform. Okay, I've mentioned this. The brother selling swastikas. Yeah. Okay. Kate's brother be selling swastikas. I mentioned in some of my old videos. Okay. After these two, that's it. Alright. The way I see it, she's praising the royal family and how they have to deal with insane level of scrutiny on every move they make. She doesn't have that pressure as a minor royal because she rarely gets press coverage. I think the royal family will approve of her remarks. Yeah. Okay, I didn't even know who she is. I had to Google her. They have choices. Royal parasites. Alright, so there's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I have 2 more, and the next one I think have nothing to do. The next 2 have nothing to do with the royal family. Alright, they were mad at her for simply being American. Now they're trying hard to please the Americans. I think I responded to that somewhere. Okay, there's my comment here. Okay, William is so desperate for American approval since Harry and Meghan moved to America. William is trying so hard to break into the US market, but still can't make it. He thinks swearing Harry and Meghan will make America love him. Heritage Foundation, with the help of UK government, are helping Trump destroy America from within. That's one comment on this. Okay, shut up. Okay, hold on. Oops, I respond to it while I pause. I forgot to record what I share with you. Let me go search for it. Okay, and after that, I'm done. Reply, and I block the person. Where's my reply? Okay, so this is what I responded to. Okay, this person, you see, I block her now. She said, where was it? Oh, well, she said something like, shut up. And I said, you first, idiot. And this is the screenshot that I put. Any British citizen work for Heritage Foundation? Yes, at least one. There's that. Project 25, also known. There's all of that. The Heritage Foundation, 2022. And there's another time I asked, and Google had said, oh, I went to ChatGPT. Any British citizen work for the Heritage Foundation? Yes, British citizens have been associated with the Heritage Foundation, notably Niall Gardner, a British-born conservative commentator, served as the director of the Margaret Thatcher Centre for Freedom at... Okay, you could pause and read. All right, so this is what I respond. Because they're literally doing it from within. You think all those executive orders that Trump is signing, you think Trump wrote them? Please. Let's go to the next tweet. All right, so this has nothing to do with Harry and Meghan, but it's worth sharing. I saw this. Let me pause. A Boston University student bragged that he called ICE to raid a local car wash. Zach Siegel, president of the Boston University College Republicans, said he snitched because immigrants are taking American jobs. Okay? The irony of... Unbelievable. Then the lawyer for the workers hit back with the obvious. Siegel wasn't born in America either, and he's the one taking a spot at the university from American student. Let's listen.
Zach Siegel is the president of the Boston University College Republicans. We talked to him in September after Charlie Kirk was killed. Siegel is now claiming on social media that he is the reason ICE showed up at an Alston car wash earlier this month and hauled off 9 employees. Siegel posting on X, I've been calling ICE for months on end. This week they finally responded to my request to detain these criminals. As someone who lives in the neighborhood, I've seen how American jobs are being given away to those with no right to be here. Pump up the numbers.
It's frankly appalling to see somebody that's proud of destroying an entire family, an entire community. These people, all 9 of them, no criminal records at all, yet he's referring to them as criminals.
Todd Pomerleau is the attorney who represents the 9.
I'm wondering if this could be a defamation lawsuit if those workers, are legal residents or even citizen.
Detainees, 5 women and 4 men. He says Siegel, who was born in London and schooled in the UK, according to the BU Athletics website, certainly can exercise his First Amendment rights here in the U.S. But Pomerleau finds his arguments ironic.
The fact that he called them criminals, I think that's a form of defamation.
About how these jobs are being taken by 9 people working at a car wash. Well, he's taking up a college student seat who's from America by his same rationale.
The 9 workers were detained on the morning of November 4th. Pomerleau says many of them do hold legal status and valid work permits.
That's what I'm saying. They should sue him for defamation. Okay, if you have, even though if you're not a citizen, but you have regular documentation, you could work and things like that. Okay, and to call them criminal, that's a form of defamation.
That they were never given a chance to produce.
They were grabbed and thrown in a van, never given any opportunity to explain who they were, where they're from.
Zach Siegel did not return our request for an interview or comment. The BU student is an intern for Republican candidate for governor Brian Shortsleeve, a strategist for the campaign, telling us tonight, we don't answer for anyone else's social media but our own, especially not a volunteer intern. Brian has been clear that he supports enforcing our laws, including our immigration laws, and he supports due process. Now, Todd Pomerleau says that 4 men are being detained, and they are in Plymouth. 4 of the women are being held in Vermont. The 5th is in Texas. He says at least 5 will have a bond hearing next week. We did reach out to Boston University for comment tonight and did not get a response. We're live in Austin tonight. I'm Mary Salina, WCVB News Center 5.
They should get him out of there. Oh, my God. What is that? Scolder immigration, lazy collecting all the welfare, but also somehow taking all the job. this bullseye. It's not about immigrants, it's about brown people, precisely. Okay, a Boston University student, Zach Siegel, okay, repeating the same thing. I'm not gonna share that again. And his reality, so you're against immigrant? Splendid. When do you leave? Oh my good, I'm telling you, he should be out of there. Okay, I don't wanna play this, okay? I just wanted to share this with you.
Zach Siegel is...
He's a baggage for God. A baggage for God. I should have put this link as well in that comment that I just wrote, that they're destroying America from within. Yeah, he's one of them. Next tweet. This is something about a hate crime. Let's see. Okay, so I think the reason why I put this, because there's one video where I spoke about this. Okay? That was probably 2 or 3 years ago. A federal appeals court upheld the hate crime convictions of 3 white men who chased Ahmaud Arbery through their Georgia subdivision with pickup trucks before one of them killed him with a shotgun. I'm not gonna read the article, but they were trying to get so they could get out of jail card kind of thing. But you saw, I just read that, they didn't give it to them. The appeal court upheld the conviction. Okay, so what I think happened here, they probably want Trump to pardon them, but I think this was a state crime, not a federal crime. Let me see if anybody mentioned it. Okay, thank God. People like Stephen Miller have been denigrating federal judges all year, but I have been repeatedly impressed by the way the federal court and federal judges from across the political spectrum have upheld the law and been unafraid to speak clearly and directly in their decision. It could be as well, if it's a federal judge they probably know they don't want to be the one to break the law or give a pass, because they know Trump might, do that. Give the pardon. Let me see. There's one comment. But I don't think this is a federal thing here. I completely agree, 100%. Okay, there's this. Okay, good. Okay, I remember that most heinous crime. Okay, they got what they deserve. Okay, anybody saying something? Let me see here. Watch, Trump will pardon these scumbags. Let's see. There's 3 comments here. The pardon law is being grossly abused by Trump. Therefore, there is a good case for this pardon being rescinded. All right, let's see here. He may probably will issue pardon for the federal hate crime conviction, but the trio was found guilty of murder in a state court. That's what I thought. Okay? I click on it by accident. In a state court, and the Orange Harbor can do jack about that. Yeah, only the governor of that particular state. All right, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And the prayer for this video, let there be peace on earth. May God continue to protect Harry and Meghan and their little family. And may God protect the vulnerable. And with this holiday season, may everybody find a way to be with their loved one and have food on the table. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching. May God protect us all.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
We ask for forgiveness and please come back.
Find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.